Welcome, clients, friends, and those I do not know yet. My name is Marabai Rose. Today's date is May 20th, 2020. We're in an unprecedented time. There is so much grief, anxiety, sadness, so much uncertainty. Many of us have lost jobs. Some of us have lost people we love. This is a difficult time to be a human. So I decided to record some meditations that we can do together in an effort to provide some solace in this time. If you're a client of mine, we've probably done some of these together before, so you know the drill. If you're not, what I would suggest is to get yourself in a position where you can be absolutely comfortable, where your body weight's supported. This might mean lying down on your bed. This might mean reclining on your couch with a pillow behind you. If you need to be sitting in a chair, doing something where you kind of sink down so that your head is fully supported. But you want to be able to release all your muscles in your body when we're doing this. All right. So to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 nice deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1, and when I get to the number 1, all you will hear is the sound of my voice. If you haven't already closed your eyes, go ahead and close them now and keep them closed for the duration. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your awareness to the tips of your toes and imagine that the tips of your toes are being filled with a warm white light. Imagine that this light brings with it a sense of release and relaxation. Imagine that this light is moving from the tips of your toes into the balls of your feet, from the balls of your feet into the arches of your feet, from the arches of your feet into your heels. This warm white light brings with it a sense of release and relaxation, as if all the tension is flowing out of your feet. This sense of warm white light of release and relaxation travels from your heels through your ankles, and from your ankles into the muscles of your calves. The muscles of your calves release all their tension. This sense of warm white light travels up the length of your shin, radiating out, leaving you feeling soft and warm, released and relaxed. And this sense of release and relaxation travels upward again through your knees and into the muscles of your lower thighs. Your lower thighs release all their tension as this warm white light floods them. This sense of release and relaxation flows upward again from your lower thighs through your upper thighs, from your upper thighs into the sockets of each hip. It's as if each leg has been filled with a warm white light, and this light is removing all your tension, causing you to become released and relaxed. This sense of release and relaxation is moving upwards again from the sockets of each hip into your pelvis flooded with a warm, healing light. And this light moves upwards again from your pelvis into the muscles of your lower back. The muscles of your lower back release all their tension, becoming soft and warm, released and relaxed. If you're lying on a bed, you can feel your muscles release into the mattress. If you're lying on a couch, you can feel your muscles release into the cushion. If you're sitting in a chair, you can feel your muscles releasing, pressing back and down as they let go of all of their tension. That sense of deep release and relaxation moves upward as the warm white light fills the middle part of your back. Your muscles releasing, leaning more heavily into whatever supports you. And that sense of release and relaxation moves into your upper back. The muscles around your shoulder blades release all their tension. The backs of your shoulders release. You feel your shoulders dropping down as your body releases all the tension in your upper back. And that sense of deep release, of relaxation, of warm white light travels through the muscles of your back and into the lowest part of your belly. The lowest part of your belly is filled with this warm white light, and all of the tension that you hold there is released. The muscles around your stomach release. The muscles around your rib cage release. The muscles around your sternum release. This sense of warm white light has filled your torso, leaving you released and relaxed, as if all the tension has drained out of you. And the sense of release and relaxation moves upward again. Now it's moving into your shoulders. Your shoulders release all their tension. Both shoulders feel soft and warm, heavy as they release, dropping down. And that sense of release and relaxation begins to move down each arm. Your upper arms release all their tension. That sense of release and relaxation moves through to your elbows. Your elbows release all their tension. It moves through to your forearms. Your forearms release all their tension. Your wrists release. Your hands release. And that sense of release and relaxation floods through each fingertip. It's as if a warm white light has entered your body, starting at the tips of your toes, working its way up to your shoulders, and then flowing down each arm, streaming out of each fingertip. It's as if the light has its own current, and this current is able to pick up any fear, any uncertainty, any grief, any hurt that we're holding on to, and it carries that through our bodies and out through our fingertips, streaming out, allowing a deep sense of release. Sit with this for just a moment, imagining that flow of energy, imagining anything that you no longer need to hold on to being picked up and moved out of your body, streaming through your fingertips. this sense of warm white light begins to move upward again, carrying with it only that sense of release and relaxation. It moves back through your arms, through your shoulders, into the muscles of your neck. The front of your neck releases all its tension. The back of your neck releases all its tension. The muscles in the back of your head release. The muscles on the top of your head release. The muscles in your forehead release all its tension. Your jaw releases. The muscles around your cheekbones release, and your chin releases. It's as if a warm white light has filled your body, starting at the tips of your toes, working its way down, working its way up to the top of your head. And that sense of release and relaxation, of deep, deep peace, is now part of every cell in your body, every molecule of your being, completely released. And that sense of release and relaxation brings with it a sense of well-being, a sense of peace, a sense of ease. And you can carry that sense of peace and ease into your days to come and into your weeks to come. It's as if it's found a place deep inside of you where it's settled in, it's not going anywhere. Now imagine that you're sitting in a darkened room, and across the room you see a door. You notice that through the door there's warm white light pouring in. You notice that there are blinds on the door, and the light comes in a slanted pattern, that it lands on the floor, and that it looks so inviting that you choose to stand, walk across the room, put your hand on the doorknob, and open the door. As you open the door, you notice that the warm sunlight outside bathes your face and arms and chest and legs. And it feels so inviting that you choose to step down, noticing that your bare feet land on warm wood, noticing that this wood is not too hot and not too cold, but just right. Noticing that there's the smell of cedar in the air. Noticing that there's a breeze blowing that makes the sun not too hot, the sun making the breeze not too cold. And as you stand there, feeling the warmth of the sun on your face and arms and chest and legs, feeling the warm wood smooth beneath your feet, feeling the breeze gently blowing across your body, smelling the cedar in the air, you realize that you're completely at ease and completely at peace, as if nothing can harm you, as if everything will be all right. You look up and notice that the warm wood is part of a dock, and that the dock leads out to a lake. And the lake looks so inviting that you choose to walk out, enjoying each footstep as your feet roll against the warm wood. It's so smooth. And you walk to the edge of the dock. You stand there. You look across the surface of the water. You notice that there are parts of the water where the wind and the current are working together to move the water. And as the water moves, the sunlight's reflected on it. The sunlight also in motion, creating thousands of tiny pieces of light that dance on the surface. And it's so beautiful. You look further out to the deeper part of the lake and you notice that there's a stillness there. There are places where the surface is completely flat and still. And in those places, you notice that the sky is perfectly reflected. You can see the blue of the sky, the white of the clouds as they roll through. And it's so beautiful, like a mirror. And you stand there watching the parts of the lake that are completely still and quiet, the sky reflected perfectly. You watch the parts of the lake where there's movement, and you notice the way that the light dances across the surface, making thousands of tiny sparkles that delight your eye. And you feel your feet grounded against that warm wood. And you feel the warmth of the sun on your face and arms and chest and legs. You feel the breeze blowing against your body that makes the sun not too hot. And you realize that you're completely at ease and completely at peace, as if nothing can harm you, as if everything will be okay. And as you stand there, you notice that all the way across the lake on the other side, you can see the bank, and you notice that there are trees on the bank. And you notice that as you look to the shoreline, there are roots that are visible. The roots of the trees make the most amazing spiraling patterns as they dig deep into the earth. And you think about how those roots have to travel through cold and dark places, places where there is no light to guide them. And yet, in those cold, dark places, those journeys through the dark, the roots are able to find exactly what they need to sustain the tree. The roots travel through those dark places and bring up the sustenance that the tree needs to thrive. And you look further up and notice how broad the trunks of the trees are, how sturdy they seem sitting on top of the earth, with the roots bringing them the sustenance that they need to grow that strong and stay that steady. And you notice as your eye follows the tree up, how far the tree travels to reach the light, how the branches extend, reaching even further for the light, and how the tree is rewarded for that reaching by being gifted with hundreds of green, bright green leaves that are rejoicing and finally finding that light. And all of this is possible because of the tree's willingness to send its roots down into the dark, somehow knowing that this journey will bring it to the light. And your eyes sweep from the top of the tree down, back across the lake, where you notice that there are still places, so still and quiet, where the sky is reflected. And you notice that there are places where the water is moving, and the movement creates the opportunity for the sun to dazzle your eyes with its moving light. And there are places inside of you that feel joyful and also still. You notice how your feet are grounded against the warm wood. You notice the scent of cedar in the air. You notice the way that the sun feels on your face and arms and chest and legs, warming you, but made not too hot by the gentle breeze that blows against your skin. And you realize that you're completely at ease and completely at peace, as if nothing can harm you, as if everything will be okay. And you notice on the dock there is a chair, a wicker chair with large cushions in it. The colors are your favorite colors, and they look so inviting. The cushions looking plump and comfortable. You choose to walk over and sit down, curling your legs underneath you and noticing the way that the chair envelops you. It holds you so perfectly, and you feel so supported. And you lean your head back and you look out, looking at the places in the lake where the water moves and the light dances. Looking at the places in the lake where the surface is perfectly smooth and the sky is reflected. Looking across to the shore where you notice the roots of the trees digging deep into the earth, traveling through the dark, so that the tree may eventually grow and find the light. And you notice the joyful celebration of leaves at the top of the tree. And as you sit, feeling held and supported by the chair, taking all of it in, you realize that you're completely at ease and completely at peace, as if nothing can harm you, as if everything will be okay. And you know that you can carry this feeling into your days to come and into your weeks to come, that this feeling is something that is now rooted inside of you, that is a part of who you are. And you can access this feeling by closing your eyes, taking a couple of nice deep breaths, and remembering this place, this chair, this lake, these trees, this sky. And now I will count backwards from 10 to 1. And when I get to the number 1, you will do whatever it is that your body needs from you. Maybe that is to fall into a deep sleep. Maybe it is to awaken and start your day feeling alert and awake, but also at ease and at peace. Whatever it is, your body will do this easily. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for going on that meditation with me, and I hope to record more of these and have more opportunities for us to connect. I wish you the best. Take good care.